Hi, it's Corrine. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today I am sharing a Nitwit collections design with you, and this turned out so super cute. So the other day I made a card using Concord and Ninth's Yuletide Lane dies. And when I was looking at some of these pattern papers from Peppermint Lane, I'm using both Peppermint Lane Pete and Peggy and Peppermint Lane Village. I'll be sure to link these down in the description box, and also Nitwit Collections website. They have the most cutest collections. So here's the die that I pulled out, and this has the house die. So what I did is print out some papers from Nitwit Collections, and I cut them out with the die. The die cuts out with a tab, so I cut two pieces, one for the front of the house and one for the back of the house. The one for the back of the house, I cut off the tab. So here I just put them, like I said, I printed out the designs knowing about the size that I needed, which I think was about, I think I cut them to, or printed them to 6 1/4 by 4 1/2. And that gave me the perfect size to run through my die cut machine and cut them out. So again, I need the tab cut off for the back, because the back is just to sandwich the house, and being that my paper is white on the back, you can leave it white by all means, but I cut it out, or cut it off rather. So here's the little house, the front door. And I'm using red cranberry. I'm using some smoky quartz glitter cardstock from Altenew, and I'm also using some white glitter from Concord and Ninth. And the green that you see there is pistachio. So what I did is I printed these designs from my Cameo. I printed them out on my Epson EcoTank 2803, and I had my Silhouette Cameo cut them out. You can fussy cut these, or you can have your Cricut design, whatever you have, you can have it cut out. What I do, where you see that green square and the red square, is when I have my Silhouette Cameo cut it out, sometimes you see the white of the paper. So I just fill a box that I do not cut out with whatever I'm cutting. So for the wreaths, I fill the box with that same green that the wreath has, and this way when it cuts it out, you don't see that white edge. Look how cute these joy are. I did cut two of those and I ended up gluing them together. So here I wanted to show you, with the die set is a little window. I cut out the smoky quartz glitter, and I did cut a light blue cardstock that I had and glued that together. And then I had the idea of using the adorable Pete and Peggy. These little postage stamps are actually already designed. They're in the collection. I sized them to about what I thought that this little die would cut out. Ran that through my die cut machine, and you'll see it's a perfect fit to go in the windows. So I cut the little Santa Claus. He's so cute with his glasses. I cut the two little gnomes, Pete and Peggy, and then I'm just simply going to glue them behind the windows to make it look like they're peeking out through the windows. Now, my Santa Claus, it kind of, the window kind of went right across his glasses. So you may want to, if you're recreating this, you may want to position him a little bit better, but he still turned out so cute. And then I'm going to double up these joy. Normally I cut just a blank white piece of cardstock behind it, but I had cut two of these out. So instead of going back to my Cameo, I just glued those two together. I wanted a little bit of dimension to them. Same with the wreath. Doubled these up. And I love printing this stuff out, cutting it out, having it all together, and then just kind of playing around with my design, trying to see what looks best. They have so many different elements, and Nitwit thinks of everything. They put elements together for you, so you don't have to think of things. They have blank labels, blank pages that you can design your own stuff, but if you don't want to put thought into it, you can print stuff out, make quick cards out of it, scrapbooking pages, whatever you can think of. So I'm gluing these tabs together. You need a tab on each one to glue to the next one. The very last house, you want to cut the tab off because you're not adhering another house to it. So I am working on a glass craft mat by Glassboard Studios, which I'll put a link down in the description box. I have the magnets holding it in place while everything is drying. And here I'm using that white glitter cardstock for the rooftop, the little snowy rooftop. And for the back, I just sandwich those in, matching the same pattern cardstock with the one on the front. So it looks like a house, like it would be the back of the house. I glued all those down, gave them a minute to dry. In the Nitwit Collections bundled, which that's what I would suggest if you're looking into purchasing. You don't have to. You can purchase just the paper pack or just the solids pack. But if you purchase the bundled, you save 20% off of it, and you get so many papers with it. You won't get duplicate papers, and you get all these elements with it. So I stuck with a pink and red design because I thought that would look so good with this glitter cardstock. Perfect for the holidays. Now here I'm setting everything out. I realized that wreath is just too big for what I wanted on the house. And this is one of the many things I love about digital collections. I just went back to my computer, I sized it smaller, and I'm printing it out while I'm working on the rest of this. So I'm just laying everything out, trying to decide what I like. I love that red cardstock with these pattern papers. And there's so many papers included. You could make whatever color scheme you wanted. I kept the pink and the red. Adding the little snow caps, and look at how cute the little Pete and Peggy are peeking out from the windows. I just think that turned out so cute. So this could be a decor piece. You could just leave it up like on your mantle, but I am going to be sending this as a card, and that light pink paper, I'll be able to write my sentiment over it. And I did make a thicker envelope, a 5x7 envelope, so it fits perfect in this. But I have to admit, after I made this, I kept it up for a couple of days before put it in the envelope to send it off. So I'm using some champagne gold foil cardstock, and this die set comes with little berries for a wreath. I just cut the little berries out and use those as doorknobs. I'm adding the windows to the rest of the house. And at first I put Santa peeking out on that last house, but I do end up changing that. I'm using a fine tip glue bottle, adding everything on here with the glue, giving that a minute to dry. And what I would also suggest when printing pattern paper is letting it dry. So I printed it out, went, made dinner, did some housework, and then I came back to work on this. So I've now printed and I'm doing exactly opposite of what I told you. I actually am using that. So it's not wet. I cut those out. I printed those, cut it out, and now look at how I was able to size it down for what I needed, and I'll save that other wreath for a different project. And now that wreath to me fits perfect. So even though I didn't give that a chance to dry, it's still okay. I glued 2 of them together, adhered them to the front of the house, and look how cute that is. They give you extra bows, so many different elements. You can mix and match so much. I went ahead and added some foam dots behind this little bow, but I glued the center of it so it gives it just a little bit of dimension. And now I'm adhering my Mary down. I was trying to figure out where I wanted to use this green bow too. I just love all that. I want to use so many of the elements. I have to remind myself that it's a digital collection. I can make as many projects as I want with it. I don't have to use them all right now, but it's so hard. It's so hard to choose because they're all so cute. So these bells, I glued down the yellow ones, printed and glued down the yellow ones, but they come in different colors. I love that joy. And this here, I didn't pause on it long enough. That says Santa's Workshop. Added a little bow to the door. These little stars, that comes with the die set. And here's where I decided to move the Santa. I didn't quite like him up at the top after I hung these Christmas lights here. And for the Christmas lights, I added a couple different colors. I wanted that bow right in the center. There's where I decided Santa would be perfect, is peeking out of that little window where it says Santa's Workshop. So I'm using my Cricut spatula very carefully, peeling that up, which luckily it did rip, but I knew I would be putting the new window over it. It didn't rip beyond that window. And now we have Santa peeking out that window. So cute. I'm giving that a moment to dry. And for my papers, I'm using Epson paper premium presentation matte paper, which is 44 pounds. So it's a nice weight of paper, but I do a lot of times like to double my cardstock just to give it a little bit of more stability. And I decided to put the red over that word Merry, but leave just the edges sticking out so you get that shadow of the glitter. And here is the final card. This turned out so cute. So the die set comes with Christmas trees as well, which I'll discuss those in just a moment. I wanted to give you a close-up look. That's where I let that glitter peek out. The wreath to me looks so adorable on there. It's a better size, so you can just kind of play around with the sizing. And I love how the little gnomes are behind the windows getting ready for Christmas. And I love the pink pattern paper, but there's so many different patterns you can choose from, but I really like the pink with the red. So here, I don't know if you can see it, I used some Versamark ink for the door just to give it a little bit of a look. And here it stands up nicely. The back is finished off, and like I had mentioned, I matched the cardstock on the front with the back so it looks like the back of the home. And I can write my sentiment on that pink side, but if you wanted to put a white piece of paper, you would just cut the house out again and make it just a little bit smaller, size it down a little bit with scissors. And as you can see, I did add the snow caps to the back of the home as well. Little glittered stars. These bells are adorable with the hearts. I added 2 of those with a little gold bow. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, the snow caps. So the die comes with these trees, and same with Nitwit collections. In the collection, it comes with all these different trees, and they're so cute with the little snow on top. I ended up using these cardstock trees because they were going along the seams of the card, so I thought they would hold up better, but I kind of wish I would have omitted those trees and used these pattern trees. The trees are super cute and they come in several colors, so I think I have to make another one of these cards soon and use several of the trees, maybe in place of some of the windows. That joy is probably one of my favorite elements in the collection. I love the wreath in the middle. And there is Santa peeking out. As I mentioned, I could have moved him. I should have moved him a little bit different, but it still turned out really cute. That bow, I thought about putting that dimensional, but I decided to glue that straight on since that was going to be the back of the card. I didn't want to add the dimension there. And that green is pistachio cardstock. Again, I used Versamark ink on it. So I hope you've enjoyed today's project. Check out the links in the description box. I will link to Nitwit Collections. They have so many different themes you can choose from, and you can print as much as you want. If you have any questions on what I did, how I printed it out, leave them down in the comments section, and I hope you consider subscribing. Thanks so much for stopping by. Merry Christmas.